Welcome to CMJ Live. And if you're wondering, why am I always laughing and smiling just before I come on the show? We have a great time here. We have fun. It's, it's relaxing, but we also have fantastic guests. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Henry Agassi. I'm a motivational speaker. I started speaking last year, but to share my story with you, I came from Africa, in a poor village in Africa. When I was born to two teenage parents, my parents were just 17 years old when they had me.
17?
Just 17 years old when they had me. So because they had me out of wedlock, they couldn't take care of me. So my grandfather adopted me and raised me. So he was the one that raised me, and most of the thing that I am today, I think is mostly due to him, because of him.
Is it because of the old school teaching? You know what I mean? Like
old school teaching, and again, when I was about 7, he enrolled me in a private school in the city. Even though we were in the village.
Yeah.
Life wasn't easy in the village. It was all about going to the farm and coming back.
Yes.
That was the only life. But then he decided that he wanted his children and grandchildren to have the best education.
Okay.
So then he enrolled me in the private school in the city. It was about 5 or 4 at that time, growing up together. Yeah. And we didn't know how he's gonna get the money, but he made it possible.
So he just did what he had to do because he saw the potential and he wanted you to get the best education. Yeah. So hold on. You said your parents had you at 17.
Yes.
Okay. So do you have any more brothers and sisters?
They didn't get married.
Okay.
So, I have stepbrothers from my mom, but
exactly.
My dad is still.
Okay. So now you're growing up. You have stepbrothers and sisters. You're growing up from your grandfather. How is it the life? Because when people say, like in Jamaica, it happens a lot. You know what I mean? The parents go to get a better life, call us back, and it's a migration thing because they're trying to get a better life, right?
Yes.
How was it for you growing up?
For me, growing up with my grandfather, it was a good life, but it was my grandfather is very strict. And when he said you don't do that, you don't do it. And when he said do this, you do it.
Okay.
No question, nothing.
Yeah.
So I was a rebellious kid in terms of. I when he said don't do that, I tried to do it. Maybe, and I had a girlfriend when I was about 13. Even though he's like, you can't have a girlfriend even if you're at university because you have to focus on education.
Study.
But I did, and I remember sneaking out of the house all the time to go see the girl. And coming back, sometimes you get bitten. Sometimes I escape freely.
They always know. For some reason, you think you got away with it. They always know. It's like you come in, everything is quiet.
Yeah,
it might not be that night, but it's the next day. Yes. He'll say something to say, oh, he knew. Like, all right. So what school did you go to, and how was it at the school?
I went to it was a Catholic school. It's a private school in the city.
Okay.
And it was a lot of people that their parents are doing fine, they're doing well in life, and they have the money. But we didn't have the money.
Right.
But when I was there, we didn't feel sorry for ourselves because we knew that we wanted to be there because because people in the village, some of the kids in the village want to be in our situation.
Okay.
And so we have no time to be sorry for ourselves. So we were just happy to be there. So we do our best, whatever, to get to school.
Because it's a value you don't want to wash away. It's something that's really great.
Yes.
Okay. So you were there for how long did you go to that school for?
I went to that school for 6 years. It's usually in Nigeria, 6 years of elementary school and 6 years of high school.
Okay, so it's just two schools, one and one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's no like here daycare, preschool, all the way up.
They have those now, but it's mostly in the city. In the villages, people can't really afford that. But some villages do try to do that, but it doesn't really help. Because it's just like in the village, and the kids cannot really speak English, right? It's not like, and they try to, in Nigeria, they teach you in English.
Okay.
But then if you're talking to kids in the village, they can't speak English. We have other languages that we speak.
Right.
So it doesn't really help you in that sense until you get to the city. You go to primary school, that's when they focus more, making you learn.
Okay, so then you went to the school, you graduate.
Yeah.
What's next?
I graduated from that school, even with a hard life. I ended up back in the village because my grandfather didn't have enough money to send me to another high school in the city. Okay. So I ended up back in the village, going to a school in the village where the school was a new school that just started in the village. The high school was a new, and government didn't really take care of it because they just say, okay, we approve school for this community, so you have to build your school. And these farmers that are struggling to survive, you're telling them to build
their own school.
And so they would tax all the farmers and the students to put the money together to build it. And I remember going to school. You go to school, maybe you have one teacher, but they'll teach you one class. After that, you use the rest of the day to pack all your, do all the labor work. The manual work was all done by students.
So it's a half and half.
Yeah.
So you go for the first part, you're learning, and then go for the second part, it's trade. You do trade and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go.
I finished from that school.
Yeah.
I was there. I was in that school for about 3 years. Life was hard. There are times where I couldn't pay my tuition fee because it was equivalent to $5 at the time.
Okay.
So I got sent home a couple of times, and I was there for.
So no, wait. You have to pay every day.
In Nigeria, you pay per semester, right?
Okay.
But if you haven't paid, they'll come every day and check in class who hasn't paid. They send you home. Okay. So you have to pay every day they come into class to check who has paid their tuition fee, who hasn't paid. So when they keep calling your name every day, they're sending you home.
So you're dodging. You're waiting for her to call and you're dodging. Yeah. Okay.
And so sometimes I'll play with the teachers and they'll let me stay because I was doing well at that time.
Yeah.
So sometimes they let you stay. Sometimes they don't want to be buyers because they're sending other kids home. They can't leave you. Right. So they send you home
But they saw the potential in some kids and like, okay, one more chance because they know that you're doing really well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I was there. That was happening. And then after that, if I go home, I tell my grandfather, and then I'll go to the farm and do the work. And then after that, we'll gather some money, and then we'll pay again.
Okay.
And then I'll go back to school. So after a while, for about 3 years, I was there for 3 years, and then my father, who was been away, I haven't seen for many years, was actually living in Toronto.
Okay.
So he got back to Nigeria. He saw the situation. He didn't like the situation.
Okay.
And so he decided to take me to a private school in the city.
Okay.
A private high school in the city. It's a boarding school, so I have to live on my own or live with the other students in school.
So you went from grandfather's school, then you went back to building your own school, and then dad came, and now he put you into
a private school.
All boys?
No, both
boys and girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was in that school. The first time I actually had my own bed.
Yeah.
I actually have my own bed it was a bunk bed, but at least I have my section with nobody on it, right? So I always wake up, keep it clean, and people are saying this guy is clean, but partly it's because I'm just having this is mine. This is kind of thing.
Okay. Because you see, it's funny that we're laughing about this, but people don't understand that young kids today, they jump in a bed every day and they don't appreciate that they have a bed to jump into.
You have a bed, you have your own room, I didn't have that. Like
TVs,
everything there. And they play whatever they want, they have it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that. Like usually when I go to school to speak, and I ask them, how many of you have your own rooms? A lot of hands go up. Sometimes I say, okay, sometimes it could be 2 people sharing bunk, right?
Yeah.
Some houses. It's only one time that I've heard one kid say, 6 people share a room in Canada. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Only one time, but nobody ever says that. Like they have their own rooms or they're sharing with their sisters.
So now we see your life growing. Okay. Now you're at boarding school. What happens after boarding school?
I was at boarding school. It was a little tough because moving from the village to the city. City kids, the way they learn is different, or the way they know things, or some of their parents are rich. Some of the kids in my school, they are governors' kids, and some of them are like ministers. Big business people that have the money.
Right.
And so I was there. I was trying to be like everybody else, just like a kid will want to be, but because I didn't have that, I can't speak properly. In my school, we take English seriously. When you make a mistake, they can nickname you, and because you live with them, you can't escape that. So I was quiet, trying to avoid the situation, and they will ask you, why are you always quiet? Why are you always quiet? I knew I was quiet
because you don't want the nickname.
And then after that, I decided to say, no, what, I can't keep doing this.
Right.
I took dictionaries and I began to study dictionaries. I would take it around and just try to learn the words.
Just learn the words.
But nobody understood what I was doing. I was just doing it. I'll try to learn maybe at least 5 words a day.
Okay.
So in case I can't forget everything, so that's my. Because if I learn 5 words, if I forget, at least I can remember one
word.
Day.
Yeah.
So I would do that every day for about a year. My English got better.
Okay.
I started doing well. I started talking more.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, magic. It's not magic.
You're just the dictionary. Okay. Yeah. So after that now?
I started talking more. So after that, I graduated from that school in 2008.
Okay.
In 2010, my father got me a visa to come to Canada as a permanent resident.
Okay.
So I came to Canada in 2010, February 2nd, so which is in the middle of winter. I've never seen snow in my life. I don't know what snow looked like. I don't know if Canada was cold. I don't know why I didn't know that. But
so you're getting all these experiences just throwing at you as a young kid. Okay. Yeah. And how old are you at this time?
I was 21.
Okay, so 21, come to Canada.
Here. Never, I didn't know what snow looks like, so I came, plane was lying there, and I see everywhere so white, and I was thinking, why the white stuff everywhere? Because it wasn't like, why is everywhere? So I remember just looking at the window, because I was sitting at the window, looking, why is it so white everywhere?
Yeah.
I couldn't understand. We came on, we came down, and I just couldn't understand. Maybe is it sugar? Is it salt? I don't know. It looks like.
So the experience for you is all different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now you're touchdown. You're in Canada. You're Canadian.
Yeah.
What's next?
I touched on. I came in as a permanent resident. I didn't even know it was cold. My father told his friend to come and pick us up. They came with jackets and winter jacket. And I was thinking to myself, why winter jacket? Because I was in the plane. I didn't know that it was cold in Canada.
Yeah.
So when they gave me, and I said, okay, put it on. And I came out, I felt the cold. And I said, how do people survive in this country? Because I didn't know about people use heating system. I didn't know about that. We don't know that in Nigeria because we don't use it.
Right.
And then after that, my dad told me, they use heating system to keep warm. I said, okay, that's how people survive. Okay. Yeah. And then from there, I got 2 weeks later, I tried to get used to my dad. My dad really helped me. He drive me here because he was there to show me around and tell me this is how things work. And then after 2 weeks, I decided to apply to university because I came with my high school results here.
Okay, so what university did you go to?
I applied to University of Windsor and McMaster University.
Okay.
So for economics or either economics or business. So
right.
I got admission to both, but I chose University of Windsor.
Okay.
And people usually ask me why. I say, oh yeah, because it's close to Detroit and I want to party.
So you're getting all these experiences in, but you're strategically trying to say, okay, I'm Windsor because Detroit's right across. You want to party? Hey, listen, we understand. We totally get it. You know what I mean? Because you never experienced it before.
Yeah.
So you do what you got to do, right? Listen, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna, after the break, explain to them how you got into now Canada, change your life, but now you have your own book, you're speaking. Yes. You're on TED Talk, you know what I mean? Yes. So listen, right after the break, we're going to keep talking about how he used to party, and we'll be right back. You're watching CMJ Live.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Hey, welcome back. We're just having a great time. Like we said before the break, we were just talking because, from another country, came on down, enjoying the life, went to school, and then partied a little bit. So if anybody wasn't watching and they just tuned in, please reintroduce yourself.
My name is Henry Agassi. I'm a motivational speaker, originally from Nigeria in a small village.
All right.
Got myself to Canada.
All right. So now we were talking about you went to Windsor. Okay, after Windsor, how did your life turn?
I went to University of Windsor. First year, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. In fact, I made it not easy as well. As I told you, I was partying. I was having fun.
You're enjoying life.
Just having fun, enjoying life. First year,
yeah.
University, just doing your thing, going to party like 3 times a week and all of that. And when I got my result, my first semester result, I wasn't happy. It wasn't what I expected.
Right.
But what do you expect when you're doing something?
You're partying, yeah. You're thinking that it's easy. Teachers are like, no problem. You're dropping asleep in class. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. There are some assignments that I didn't pay attention to my syllabus or to read some of the things that I'm supposed to do, and I missed some deadlines. And so I was behind and got my result, wasn't happy. Was checking some of my friends' results. I'm like, okay, I'm better, feeling better, feeling better, but not really.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was talking to them. We just kind of like sharing our result to see how we did, and it was like all of us seems to not do well. So we said, okay, next semester we're gonna do better.
Enough with the partying. No.
Yeah, next semester we're gonna do better.
Yeah.
But as you know, we ended up doing the same thing next semester. So it wasn't like we changed. Like, so we ended up doing the same thing next semester. And then after that, I was placed in academic probation because first year is over and now you're going to second year.
Yeah.
Second year, that's when you determine whether you're going forward or not.
Right.
And just placed on academic probation. Say, okay, next semester you gotta get your grades up, or you're out of school.
Yeah.
And that's when I remember coming to Toronto that summer. I was in Windsor. I was usually coming here for summer.
Yeah.
So I was here, but I was staying with an uncle at the time, and I was always in my room trying to figure out how can I get myself out of this probation. I was looking at the website, reading at everything, but I was trying to find something to see if I can create an excuse instead of looking at my own self to say, you need to be the one to change the situation.
It was your fault, and you're looking for an excuses, and that's what everybody. And in life, that's what everybody does.
Yeah.
Instead of looking at yourself, they're looking at, okay, how can I get away with this? How can I find this? The loopholes.
I was trying that, and I called my dad. I remember telling him, like, oh yeah, maybe I want to switch to communication. I think economics is too hard. And he says, economics is not. It's like, yeah, it's hard, but you can do it. You're not focused right now.
Okay.
And it's like, but it's your choice. You can switch. You cannot switch. But if you study economics, it's better. You get a job faster. So he kept telling me all this. I'm like, okay, now what am I gonna do?
Right.
Thought about it last week to resume school. I decided, okay, I'm gonna stick with economics. So when I went back to school, I have to do something. I have to start switching my friends.
Yeah.
I was moving slowly, and then I also switching my habit. And I'm not saying that wasn't easy, because when you're there, you like it and you're having fun. You want to switch to do something different. It's not so easy. But I decided, you know what? I got to do it.
And I like what you talked about. We talk about it with all our people. The people that are around you help you to uplift you or take you back down. Yes. So I like how you said you slowly, changing your friends, changing your outlook, changing the people around you, and then you got moving forward.
Yeah, because I noticed some of the friends that I was switching to when I saw my results compared to them, because I see straight A's, and I'm like, why are they getting straight A's and I'm not getting straight A's? Something must be okay. I need to hang out with these people. Okay. I need to. And so I started talking to them more, and I said, whenever you're going to study, call me to do it. If you're going to do any homework for any class we're taking together, call me. We'll do it together.
Okay.
So I did that. Started moving slowly. And of course, people that you're drifting away from, they will also notice, right? But I'm like, you know what? It's my choice.
It's your life.
Because everybody have their own life. I'm not going to try to please you and then kill myself, because our situations are different. Your parents probably have money. I didn't have money.
Yeah.
I was taking student loan.
Okay.
And I just need to make sure that
you gotta be focused.
Any money.
Right.
Yeah, so I did that, and after that, next semester, my result got better. I was getting from F and D's and 1A, 1C, all over the place. So now I'm having like A's and B's.
Okay.
So I was like, so from there, I keep going up. And I was like, okay, now I'm getting better. I gotta keep going up.
Yeah.
And I stayed there until I graduated university. So when I graduated university, I got a job with TD Bank. Just a week after my graduation, got a job with TD Bank.
So right after you graduated, you started working at TD Bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was working for TD Bank, but of course they put you on contract as well. So you have contract and on and off, and then they keep adding on. And after that, contract was off, and then they take me back again and stuff. But it got to a point that it's not really what I wanted, because I already knew that I was going to do speaking when I was third year university. But I knew that I had to finish.
How'd you know in third year university that you wanted to speak?
Because I know I've always been telling myself I wanted to help people. I wanted to do something for myself, something that would be me doing this thing with passion. But I didn't know what it is, so I kept thinking about it. And I know a lot of students think about the same thing. Because I remember asking some people on graduation day, they're still thinking, where are you going to work? I was like, well, any company that take me. So I was in the same situation, but one day a professor gave homework. So I was doing the homework, an economics professor. I was doing the homework, and then I didn't understand. So okay, let me check YouTube. Maybe somebody explained better. I was watching YouTube. From YouTube, I ended up on TEDx Talk. I was watching TEDx. I don't know when you're watching something, you end up somewhere.
Hold on, Chelsea. What did we call that yesterday? You know what I mean? You're sitting there watching one YouTube video, and it turned into like 15.
Yeah, I actually do that.
You're supposed to be watching how to learn something, and you went from that to TED Talk.
To TED Talk. So I don't know. for some reason I forgot the name of the particular one I was watching, but when I watched it, it just felt like, this is you. This is what you should be doing. I felt so happy about it. I just closed my book. I sent email to my uncle who was living in Switzerland. I sent a text to my friends like, I want to do speaking. This is what I want to do. Okay. It's like, this guy is crazy. Just from nowhere. Just like, and then my uncle, he knows me before. Like, I was usually shy. It's like, you're a shy guy. How can you do this? Yeah. And I said, if you really want to do something, you will do it, no matter how shy you are. Because I've listened to Johnny Depp, I listened to Beyonce, and they say, oh yeah, I'm a shy person. I'm like, if you're shy, what do you do? You're doing what you're doing. Yeah. So then if I say, if they can do that, I will do it. I can do it too. And then
so that was your dream. You're working for TD.
Yeah.
But then, how I found you was, we're online. You did TED Talk.
Yes.
How did that happen? How did your dream come true? Because you're looking at it. Next, I'm watching videos and I see you on there. How did that? Because then the story is you left TD.
Yeah.
So you have TD. That's money in the bank. And then you left. So how did that come about?
Well, it's money in the bank, but it's not really. You don't have control over the money.
Right.
They can decide when to give you the money, when not to give you, when to keep you to keep getting the money, and when not to keep you to keep getting the money.
Right.
But I wanted something that is mine, but I knew that it's not gonna be easy.
Yeah.
But I also know that I have time. I'm a young person. If I try this, let's say I say it's my dream, I'm trying so hard, and if I say okay, it's not working, I can switch early instead of rather than waiting until, because I've been telling my friends like, doesn't matter how old I am, I have to be a speaker at some point in my life.
Okay.
So it means even if I'm 50, I would try it. So I said, why don't I try it now and see how it goes?
Right.
So because I have time now. Because at 50, you may be skeptical. Maybe you have family, you have things that might be harder for you to move. Because I met people at TD that are there, and some of them wanted to leave, and I'm like, oh, but I have family, I can't leave. I can't do this. And they keep asking me, you're a young person, you should do something. You're a young person. They keep telling me that. So I'm like, I need to do something too. Right. So
how'd you go about it? You went in, you said, this is what I want to do. You called them and said, this is what I want. This is who I am.
Yeah.
And you just go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember one time one of the team manager called us room, was talking to us one by one, and he says, and then when in my turn, he took me to a room. So you'll be in a room, only two of you. I asked like, what is your mission at TD? What do you want to do here? What do you want? I say, you know what? If I want to work for TD, I want to go to the top. I don't want to be at the bottom, because some people prefer to stay at the bottom. Right. I met people like that at TD where they work for 30 years, but they're at the bottom. They don't care. That's what they want. I'm like, for me, of course, I want to be at the top. But I don't think this is for me. I want something different. I want something that is me, that I want to do for myself, and I'm in control. Right. And he knows. He's like, I see that in you. Because I'm like, because that's me. So I don't think I will stay here for long.
So you told him.
Yeah, so
so now we understand why the contract never got us.
Someone told me the same thing. But I'm like, everything happened for a reason. I know my mentor Les Brown also says that, sometimes people they can fire you in a job. It's an opportunity for you to start something different, not because don't stay and cry or something. Yeah. And so I decided, this is what I'm gonna do, and I say I'm gonna go into speaking. I started looking for other speakers online. I googled them and I find a couple, and I message a lot of them. Yeah. Well, of course they're busy with their own thing. Nobody replies, and one person replied, and he said, because he's a Ghanaian guy that moved to the U.S. for many years, probably over 30 years. He's been in the U.S., but he's doing speaking as well. And I spoke to him, and I kind of like share my story, but his story is kind of similar to mine, right? So he responded, and we started talking. And they said, okay, I will show you some of the things. And they said, maybe you should write a book. But because I've already, even myself, when I was young, I started writing a book about my story. But I was writing a fictional way. So when he said write a book, when I'm like, now it's got to be real. I can't make it fiction, because I got to show people what the life is like. And then I decided to take that leap, and I looked for some of the things that I have gone through, and some of the pressure of building self-confidence. And I started working on that. Okay. I just started working on that, and I kept writing every day, every night. I would stay up late and write. And it was harder at first, finding the stories and trying to put things together, because a writer, I've not been writing apart from school, and then after now I have to write about this, and I started thinking back in the stories.
You can write the dictionary, but a book is different.
It's different.
Okay. So then let's go back for a second. So you did TED Talk, right? How was that experience?
It was amazing. It felt really It felt really good.
Yeah.
Because I was always telling my friend, I want to do a TED Talk. I want to do a TED Talk.
Yeah.
And then I met a friend who has done it.
Yeah.
He goes to UFT.
Okay.
And it's a young kid. He just turned 20.
Okay.
And I'm looking at him. He has a good resume and a lot of things. And I just say, you know what? I gotta meet this guy. And I met him and like, this guy's so young. I didn't meet him, so I have to meet him. So I wrote him a message. At that time, he was doing internship at the White House.
Internship at the White House?
Yes, he did an internship at the White House.
Okay.
So I'm like, this dude is doing something that I've dreamt about doing, and he's just 19. And I sent him a message, and we got in touch, and we started hanging out and talking. And he was trying to say, oh yeah, I know some people at UFT that they can help you, so you can get a TED Talk to do. To share your story, because he read my book and said your story is amazing. You need to share this. And then, because at UFT they only give priority to the students first, and because I'm not a student,
right.
And so I told myself, like, you know what? No matter what, 2017, I'm giving a TED Talk, and I was making the decision. It was around early December. And I remember recently I just saw a paper in my room where I wrote, I want to give a TED Talk, and then at the bottom I drew something. Sometimes we kill our own dream.
Yeah.
I drew at the bottom, arrow down, and I said, boy, it's hard. And then I did another arrow and I said, boy, it doesn't hurt to try.
Right.
And then I try and I just apply, and I sent the organizers my story, and they started like, our committee love your story.
Okay.
You gotta come. You gotta do it. And then I said, okay. And then it was like is it actually gonna happen? Are they gonna actually, maybe they'll change their mind? And so all of a sudden they agreed to it, and they said, okay, show me. Can you? I said, oh yeah, I can speak. It's easy. I can do it. I'm doing speaking right now.
Yeah. And
they said, okay, shoot a little video and show us what you can do. So I took my iPhone, placed it on a window, give a kind of 5 minutes video, send it to them. Like, look, this is it. And I said, oh yeah, okay.
All right. So listen, we're going to take another break, but I want to get into this right here. Okay? Yeah. Stand up, stand out, and be confident. All right? Yeah. So we're going to know how this related to you and how it related to all the schools, reading the dictionary, partying hard. We'll be right back. All right? You're watching CMJ Live. We'll be right back.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Hey, welcome back. All right, here it is. Ready? Stand up, stand out, and be confident. All right? Why this book?
I wrote this book because I want to share my stories and my experiences, because I may have grown up in Africa and something, and partly here as well.
Right.
But the experiences are never really different when it comes to dealing with life experiences. Pretty much it will be pretty much the same thing. So I wanted people to learn from that. To learn some of the things, because you can avoid some mistake. If you read some people's story, you can avoid some mistakes. Or you can just chill and say, okay, I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna just try it out for myself.
Right.
And then you get somewhere and you get stuck. But I learned from other people's stories. I read a lot of books. I read books every day. So I want my story to be there. I want myself, when I go to speak somewhere, they also have that copy, and they have something that they can also look up to check to see some of the things that I have put through there, experiences wise and stories and everything.
Okay, so now, when did this book come out?
It came out last September.
Okay, so now, I see here, and I'm going to dive into this right now. 15 ways to handle the effects of peer pressure. Yeah. Why did you choose that topic?
I chose that topic because I have gone through peer pressure. Everybody goes through peer pressure, matter of fact.
Okay.
Because whatever we do, we try to. Maybe somebody's in a business, we all want to be in business. Or somebody's doing this, we all want to do that. So even adults go through that.
Yeah.
So not only teenagers, but then the bad thing is the negative peer pressure, which a lot of people experience. Like me going to university, for instance, and just say, I just want to hang out and do this. And even though I knew I went to school for education, I was doing something different. Until I switching to those friends was still a pressure, but it's a positive peer pressure.
Right, because you're trying to dive in, and I'm thinking it when you said it. I did shake my head because I'm thinking, growing up, you do have certain areas, and then you keep growing up, and even when you get into an adult situation, you still have. I don't know if it's peer pressure or is it just pressure on. Because at our age, do we call it peer pressure at our age still? Like, as you get older, do you still call it peer pressure? How do you?
Well, you can. It depends if it's somebody that's influencing what you're doing.
That's true.
Then it's peer. So peers are influencing what you're doing. If your decision around here is influenced by others, it's still peer. But it depends if it's positive, then it's good. Yeah. But if it's negative, and then it's bad. So I try to focus more on the negative and tell people that these are the ways that you can try to avoid them, because these are some of the things that I did that worked for me. Maybe you can try them as well, especially as teenagers, young people. I wanted them to have that because I know they go through a lot of peer pressure. And peer pressure also leads to bullying because you're just trying to be cool and you bully some kids so your friends can respect you.
Right.
So just you
didn't really want to be the bully, but when you realized when you did bullying, you gained more friends,
people more
strength, so you kept doing it. But now you feel bad and you look bad, and it's the same thing. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Every show, I like to break it down. Okay, I don't want to give away all the tips. I want to give 3. Okay, give us 3 tips out of the book to handle the ways of peer pressure. Give me 1 tip that we should tell our viewers.
1 tip of handling peer pressure is number 1 is having vision. Having something that you hold on to. Even as a kid growing up, I wanted to be successful.
Okay.
That guided me. Sometimes I derail, sometimes it doesn't mean it's easy.
Right.
But I knew that I always wanted something successful, and that really made me focus in a certain way. Because if you want to be a teacher, for instance, or a lawyer, and you're doing things now without thinking about the consequences, and then something happened to you, or you messed up now, if you want to be a teacher in the future, people are going to be checking your record. Except maybe if you want to be a speaker like me, then you can use your story to turn around. So
okay, so have a vision.
So having a vision, having something or a dream, something that you say, I want to be that.
Because it keeps because
that keeps you pulling.
It keeps bringing you back over. Like every time you think of doing something, you go, okay, but I want to do this. So if I do this, it's not going to work. Okay, so you have vision. Number 2 is always thinking about the consequences of your actions. Okay. Like I always would think, if I do this now, what will happen? Okay. Even though some of the consequences of my actions were my grandfather beating me up. I'm beating you. I said, okay, don't do that again. Yeah. Because I was some of it, but apart from that, thinking about if I do something now, how would that affect me in the future? Right. Because whatever you do now will be in the record. Right. Will be there, especially in Canada where you keep records. If you're maybe in Nigeria in a village, people will forget about it. They forget everything. But okay. In Canada, they keep record of what you've done, and then you're going to look for a job or something in the future, and people are looking at all this. So thinking about the consequences of what you want to always do, or what you're doing, will help you stay in line. Okay, so consequences. So if I do this, this is gonna happen. If I have the vision, it won't derail me. So it all goes 1 and 2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Number 3.
Number 3 will be being confident in yourself. Okay. Because if you have the confidence, you can be able to say no when somebody tells you something that you don't want to do. But if you don't have that confidence, you just say yes.
But then here's a question everybody always says. Yeah. How do you build that confidence? Because as somebody comes up and then you have bullies that are telling you, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you suck. Oh, you can't do that, right? Yeah. Where do you go, or how do you go into yourself to help build that confidence?
Yeah, I think for me, what have helped me personally is reading books. Like education has been key for me, because when you read, you understand, and you say, no, what this person do it. She said I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll be able to do this. I'll be able to do this. That helped me build my own confidence every day, because when you're doing, and also I think when you know something you're good at, you use that to build your own confidence. Because if you're not good at basketball and you're hanging out with your friends that are playing basketball, they're gonna make fun of you. You go home, you feel bad. You say, I'm a loser. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Right.
I know my niche. I can speak. When we come to speaking, I say, okay, I own this.
Yeah.
And I will do it.
Right.
And I don't care what you say. If you think I'm not good, I know I'm good.
Right.
And that will build my confidence because I know I'm good and I'm doing well. And because we hate to fail. When you're failing, you're gonna feel bad. And when you feel bad, you give up.
Right.
But so do things that you know you're good at.
Right.
Focus on the ones that you're good at. If you really have to do the ones that you're not good at, maybe you're in school and you're not good at math, you can get help from your friends to help you grow.
Build it to the next level.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna add something to that as well because you mentioned it, the confidence. Going a little bit back into the earlier segment of the show, you said it. We say it all the time. Go around good people. Because if you're around good people, they're always going to try to uplift you and not take you down. They're not going to be jealous of you. They're always going to be uplifting you. So if you say, if I'm your friend and you go, oh, I got a chance to go on TED Talk, I'm going to be happy for you. I'm going to tell everybody, blast it out, yo, he got it. Or you got some friends that say to you, oh, be careful, because with thousands of people, you might fail. Oh, are you really sure you want to do this? Because, if you look foolish, then there goes your whole speaking career. No.
And it's the same even when I was writing my book. Some people, this guy has been over ambitious. I'm like, I know what I can do. Okay. You don't know what I can do. So whatever you say, I know what I can do. I don't care what you say. Right. Because people are saying the guy is being over ambitious. Maybe it's not going to do it. People will be watching. Some people will be watching to see you fail. Right. But you say, you know what? I know who I am. I know what I'm going to do it for you.
And then here's the funny thing I always said. Even if you make one copy and you never sell any books and you make one copy, you did it.
Yes, I did it.
And that's the main thing. So you can take this one copy and show it to your friends and say, listen, it might not be the best seller, but guess at the end of the day, I did what I want to do. It's here for my kids to see. It's for the next generation to see. It's here. Yeah. So
that's why I say even if I'm dead today, the story is there. Let's say I have kids and I pass away, and my kids will always have my story. Something will always be there for them to read and say, oh, this is what he went through. They use that for their own learning
and then they can learn it and they can pass it on.
So I'm happy to have it. I'm planning to also write my next book, but I want to focus on something more, because now I also speak to a group of immigrants as well. Okay. So I'm trying to focus more on writing about immigrant, because people have this idea of immigrant being here and just loafing around and not doing and just taking their jobs, not knowing that we came here, we went to school, we did hard, and we're working hard, and we're keeping the country going, right?
And you have to show that you are, as they say, you have worth. You did what you did, and to prove to them what you can do.
Yes.
Because that's the thing too. Speaking of what you're touching on, I want to say this as well, because we have sometimes a lot of young viewers. Yeah. When you get the opportunity, jump on it. Yes. You got the opportunity. Look at you now. You didn't squander it. Yeah. You know what I mean? People don't get these opportunities all the time.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, because and after speaking speaking at TEDx, I see a lot of people every day like, I want to do it. How do you do it? Like everyone want to do it. Yeah. I'm like, okay, so it's for me. What particularly gives me joy, because the fact that I thought about it December, January 14, I gave the talk. Yeah. But because I also went to work. I didn't just say, oh, I want to do it. I look for organizer and say, you know what, is my story. I'm just gonna give my story, read it, and see what you think. If you like it, invite me. Right. If you don't like it, so I just keep sending out to about 20 people. Somebody get respond. Numbers game. Yeah. And they did. Okay. And some people don't understand. Like, I know people ask me like, what do you do? What do you do? What make them pick you? I'm like, okay, you gotta do this. So I try to tell some people, this is how you do it. This is what I did and I got. This is what I did. Because even now I get message on LinkedIn and people from India or something. How do you get on TEDx? How do you know? Yeah. So yeah. I get that. Some people say, oh yeah, I want you to mentor me. I'm like, okay, I'm still trying to grow myself. But I guess you got to help somebody so you can grow as well, right? So
yeah, every bit helps. So if you can help somebody now in the future, someone else will help somebody else, and it grows from there. Yes. Okay. I know I said 3. I'm going to dive into one more. Okay. We got before we go to break. Number 4. Give us another way to handle peer pressure.
Number 4, just well, you already touched that. I was gonna say hanging out with the right people.
Okay.
But that
That's key.
That's very key.
That's key. Like I always tell everybody that's key. I know we touch on it, but
key. That, because for me that really helped me for me to be here.
Right.
Growing up in all those situations, and I've seen people. I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I have friends that do it, and they try to force me to do it. And I have a guy that wouldn't believe it because I told him I don't drink, and it's like all black people smoke. Why would you tell me you don't smoke? I said no, not all of us. I said there are some of us that are still there that don't do it, but because he just had that belief. And so, but I always tell him that he was like, oh yeah, maybe you don't want to do it when I'm there. I said, well, who are you? I can do it if I want, but I'm not gonna let you stop me. So, but I started to drift to hang out with the right because people. I know he was trying to get me to do it. Every time he tried to offer, it's like, oh, let's go do it. I'm gonna have this, I have that. I'm like, okay, now I need to switch my friends. I need to hang out with the right people.
But they will understand, because same with me. I've never drank, I've never smoked, and it was just a choice I decided to make. My mom, it helped me make that choice because I was scared to bring a cigarette in the house or just to drink. So, I didn't make that choice on my own. My mom didn't like it. I was like, I was even scared to look at it. But at the end of the day, it's a choice I made.
Yeah.
And like you said, growing up and going to high school and college, university, everybody's at the bar. Hey, let's do some shots. And you're like, no, I don't want to. And then you're like, whoa, what's wrong with you? And it's like, but then after a while, the good people in your life, I'll go out and someone will say, oh, would you like a drink? And I've seen my friends go, oh no, he doesn't drink.
My friends do that too, and then sometimes they buy and they say, we're gonna buy juice for you. So then and then these are the friends that you want to keep, people that respect you for what you are,
because they know your values,
because they know you are, they know your values, they know who you are. Not the friends that will try to convince you hard to do something, to do what they want.
Right.
Instead of them respecting you, and if you have that and you also telling them no, they will respect you at some point. And so he knows what he's doing, because you're not just agreeing to whatever they're
you're not just following. You have a person there.
So
all right. Yeah. We're gonna take one more break, and we're gonna come back. We're just gonna talk Camden and find out what's next for you. Okay. Yeah. Where do you see you going from here? All right.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. You're watching CMJ Live.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
We were just talking about, before we went to break, our values, how it gains in it, the people around you, the effects of peer pressure and all that stuff. So listen, how can they get the book?
They can get the book on Amazon.
Amazon? Okay.
Amazon, both Amazon.ca, Amazon.com.
Okay,
even
so
if you're in Europe, it's Amazon Europe everywhere. You can find it.
So make sure.
Also, I have some copies as well. So check my website, henryagassi.com.
Okay.
And I'm also message me there or call me. Can provide a copy as well.
Okay, so make sure you get it. It's a great story, and it will help. So if you have any young people out there that are, maybe they are feeling it, or because here's the funny thing. They won't tell you that they're being peer pressured.
Yes.
They don't know. So to me, sometimes it's just a good book to have. Yeah. And if you feel you see something going on, because no teenager wants his mom to come in and go, is somebody bullying you at school or whatever? It doesn't feel right. Yeah. But, if you just bring a book and just say, oh, I found this book, and you go, here, this book's for you, and then you just walk away, maybe he'll dive in or she'll dive in himself, and it might help somebody.
Yeah, I've been to some school and some teachers who buy it for their kids. Like, I just bought it for my son, and my son finished it. It's like, it's a good story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got about 8 minutes left. What's next for you? Where do you see yourself going from here?
Where I see myself going, I don't see myself going big international.
Okay.
I don't want to be local. I don't want to be just national, but international.
Okay.
I want to be, as I always tell people, that Les Brown is my mentor. I want to be as global as him.
Yeah.
And when people say, and that's my dream. When I'm like, this guy, I gotta be as big as him, and we gotta work. And so I decided I got him as my mentor. So that is teaching me and showing me things and some of the things I should do. And I see myself going there, and I love speaking. Yeah. I want to impact lives. I go to schools to speak. Right. So right now, I mostly do within GTA. Okay. But because I'm new in the industry, but I'm expanding. Yeah. So I'm looking for ways to get international and.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because like I was saying to you in break, Les Brown, and I never used to, go online and look at mentors or look into things. Yeah. And then for some reason, I was watching other things on YouTube, and then he came across. And then listening to him, I go, wait a minute, he's actually telling my story. You know what I mean? So I understand the feel that you talk about when it's in you, and it just drove my passion more for emceeing and getting out there, because you feel that when you could help just one person, if it's 1,000 people in the audience, if you can touch somebody, that one person, it was worth it. Yeah. Because you're helping them out of a situation, like I said before, they could be getting bullied, or they can feel like I can't make it because I just came into Canada or wherever they're from. Yeah. Then it's worth it. So I applaud you for that you wanted to do more and get to the next level. Yeah, because
I've been trying to get into schools, and been speaking at schools, but I'm trying to get into more schools. Mm-hmm. So if there's any teacher out there or principal, all of you, because my mission is to inspire these kids, because I usually, when I go to school and I'm done, some kids don't want me to leave, because they come to me and they talk to you, and because they feel free, and because I don't know, because they know the teacher or something, they feel free, and they'll come to you and talk to you and try to ask you stories.
They can talk to you, right? That's the main.
And I see that connection. I wanted to use that to help them really grow.
Okay. Yeah. So then let's tell them before, because we got about 6 minutes left, and I want to jam all this in at the same point in time. So going on stage, tell little people about kind of what your story is. How do you help the kids when you go on stage?
When I go on stage, I usually have some points that I wanted to make. Mm-hmm. So I'm using every story that I'm giving, like I can give story, it comes in different ways, but I use those points, those key points that I use to create the story, so they can relate to the story. Okay. So because we are inspired mostly by stories. Exactly. When we hear a story, that's what my mentor Les Brown says: never tell a story without a point, and never give a point without a story. Okay. So every point that I give, I have a story attached to it, and that helps them connect with it. And when they come after, and then, because one thing that you say can just change somebody's life. So, oh yeah, I heard that. Right. And then they come to you after, and they tell me that was really inspiring. I want this, I want your book, and this. Mm-hmm. And so I prepare for it. I get ready, and I go. Sometimes I really prepare for it. Sometimes people think it's easy just getting up there, but I also read and do things that will help me grow, because you have to have things in you before you can be able to offer that out. Exactly. So every day I read books. So I try to read a book a week. One book a week for now. Mm-hmm. Again, maybe in the future I'll read more, but one book a week. So I wake up early in the morning, I read my book, I read my Bible, I read my books, and then I get my day started.
What happened to the dictionary? Dictionary's not in there anymore?
Dictionary was when I was looking to get better. Now I think
the dictionary's not okay.
So I read autobiographies, I read self-help books a lot. Yeah. So I read my Bible for 20 minutes, read my book for 1 hour, listen to motivational talk for 1 hour, and then I can get the day started, because they say an average person have about 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts in a day, but 80% of those thoughts are negative. Okay. So the only way to keep you positive is to listen to positive messages. Okay. So I do that. When I go out to school, I give them also the energy, they feel it. Mm-hmm. Just like you saw me earlier talking to the girl over there. Yeah. I'm easy like that. Yeah. I talk to every kid, and I make it easy for them to relate and then connect with them. Right. And I use that to help them.
Because that's the main focus. Yeah. Is to help the next generation, like how your grandfather helped me. Right? Yeah. So going through all this stuff, and your father, like, just how does it feel? Like, tell everybody now that you've gone through it, because the main thing that people don't understand, and I think the young people don't understand, is the actual joy you get once you reach that dream level. Yeah. Like, real quick, can you tell them about how it made you feel to actually hear your name called and then you stepped on stage.
Yep.
Because it actually shows you where I was to where I am now.
Yeah.
I did it. Can you just show them that little feeling?
It feels really good because I feel like I'm there. Like I can't believe I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere I want to be.
Right.
I'm nowhere I want to be yet.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I'm nowhere I used to be.
Okay.
So being here when I hear my name on stage and I go and claps and I just say, okay, this is it. It's your time to inspire somebody's life.
Right.
It's your time to change a life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to affect everybody because not everyone will change what you say, but at least one person will. And when I go there, I'm happy. And I'm happy when I'm speaking. It's like, this is not a job. You're paying me to do what I love. It's like, I'm just like doing this and I'm happy doing it. And it feels really good. So achieving your goal, it increases your confidence as well. It's like I said, because now I'm more confident and I speak with confidence. When I get into a room, I'm not afraid of somebody because I know what I want.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Every step
and
you take, every step you take just graduates you to the next level and graduates to the next level.
Because most of the time we don't have confidence when we don't know what we want or we don't know something. Just maybe you're in a class and a teacher can ask a question.
Yeah.
You don't want to raise your hand because you're not confident about yourself because you're not sure or you don't know. But if you know, you're like, okay, me. So the same thing. So that gives you confidence. So learning and education, I like to emphasize on that education really helped me get here.
Okay.
Because if not for that, I would not be here. If I didn't go to school and go there and do this, I will not be here.
It was a big process from where you were all the way there.
Yeah. So I encourage young people focus on education, and I always say education doesn't mean you have to be in class, because right now I'm educating myself every day and I believe I'm growing every day because every day I'm reading something different. I mean, I'm adding something different to my life. So reading, developing the habit of reading, really good. That's why I made my book very simple. I made it simple and it's just 157 pages, and I made it that way because a lot of people don't like to read long big books now. So I'm like, you know what, you can pick this and you have no excuse. You can just say, okay, I have this. I can learn and read it real quick.
Right.
And I can finish it.
All right. So one more time, make sure you pick it up. Get it Amazon, wherever you go. Just look at it. Stand up, stand out, and be confident. All right. Listen, you're on CMJ Live. We do the same thing. You watched the last episode.
Yes,
you know what's coming up, right? This is your 30 seconds. This is your time to shine. This is just called the shout out. Thank anybody you want to thank. This is your opportunity. It's going to be on there for life. Go ahead.
I want to thank all my friends. I want to thank everyone that have supported me in any way, following my Instagram, liking my stuff, and say, okay, you know what, you can do it. Because I get a lot of people randomly online and they say, what you're doing, I love it. Yeah. So all of you, I want to thank you. I want to thank my family for the support. They supported me and get me here. My grandfather for what he instilled in me. Yeah. That really helped me got me here. I want to thank people that gave me the opportunity to be at the TED Talk, people that purchasing of my book. I want to thank Les Brown. I want to thank Caitlin. I want to thank everyone that was there. Thank you guys very much, and keep doing what you're doing. I'm not gonna disappoint you guys. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I will be the best that I want to be.
He came into the studio. He came in the studio and he says, I watched the last episode, so I know. So he knew what was coming up. See how you got that all prepared? You gotta be prepared. So listen, my friend.
Thank you very much for having me.
It was a pleasure having you. Listen, guys, be great. You see it. I do what I love. I get to interview great people like this. There's always steps. So like I tell you, jump, because you never know where you're going to land, all right? We'll see you next time on CMJ Live.